Sometimes in this world, you need people with no filter, people who are willing to tell the truth no matter what the consequence at any cost. Rolly's one of those people, and so is Boxingego. You need people like me. Rolly goes in on Oscar De La Hoya. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Subscribe. Rolando Rolly Romero gets at Golden Boy. He says to Golden Boy, and surprisingly, Rolando Rolly Romero, a champion at 140 pounds, albeit there was some controversy there. He fought Ishmael Barroso, Tony Weeks with the flat top. He was the referee for that particular fight, and many people think that Rolly was on his way to losing, and it was kind of a fake or mercy stoppage. But nonetheless, Rolly has a big, important fight, and he is the champion at 140 pounds. He's getting ready to fight on the Keith Thurman versus Tim Tszyu down under. That card in Las Vegas. Rolly is defending his title versus Isa Pitbull Cruz. And I can't wait for that card. March 30th, first Amazon Prime with PBC card. Now, let's get into what Rolly had to say regarding Oscar De La Hoya. You guys see it on the screen. Rolly's on his official verified page. He says, F Golden Girl, meaning Golden Boy. So F Golden Girl. Thank you for being a friend. I don't know. My mom used to make me watch that show when I was a kid, that Golden Girl. Anyway, sidebar. From the top, Rolly on his verified page said, F Golden Girl. As someone who suffered with their own mental health crisis, Oscar should have been the first one to step up and protect Ryan Garcia from himself. But instead, he's dead silent because he's too busy trying to milk his only. I don't know why, like I was milking a cow. I have no idea why I did that. But instead, he's dead silent because he's too busy trying to milk his only cash cow before the contract goes up. Shame on you, Oscar De La Hoya, for not standing up for the kid, Ryan Garcia, when he needs you the most. Golden Girl, trash emoji, and a middle finger emoji. Wow. Rolly is back. Now, Rolly is not one to mince his words. And I think Rolly is making a sound argument. That's a good point. Who else told you that good point? Oh, that's right. Ego did right here on this channel. The point Rolly is making is it appears that something is truly wrong ahead of this Devin Haney fight with Ryan Garcia. From doing these like hostage looking videos that he's doing like this, where he's explaining and he's in some clandestine room and no one knows, like, what are you at rehab? Are you in a conference room? No one really knows where he's at. It looks forced. His behavior has been erratic, bizarre, and it doesn't look like he really wants to say what he's being told to say almost. It's almost like someone had to stick to his head and they was like, yo, read this note. You know what I mean? He's also putting on crowns, like tiaras or thorn crowns like Jesus. It's really weird. All this stuff is weird. The other thing is Ryan is not looking. He's a guy known for his looks, and he just looks like disheveled. Like this is a picture from a video. It's a screen grab, and you see Ryan Garcia. He looks disheveled and like out of sorts. Like he don't look like he's cleaning up. He's clearly in a hotel room with trash in the room. And surprisingly, you got some fans who, when I said these things, they said, Ego, you're tripping. Ryan's tricking you. Ryan's trolling you. He got you. That's what people have left comments to King Ego saying. They've said, oh, Ryan trolled you. You're gullible. He tricked you. Now, for many, many reasons, and I'll give you one, that sounds pretty stupid. And let me explain why. The reason that sounds stupid is because I'm not fighting Ryan Garcia. My name is not Devin Haney. So there's no reason to troll or convince me since we don't have a signed contract and we don't have a fight. The person you need to be tricking is Devin Haney, because that's who you're scheduled to fight April 20th. And guess what? You're not tricking him. You can see plenty of Devin Haney clips, and he's throwing around weights. He's doing ladder drills. He looks like he's in shape. He's on the heavy bag. He's training Alicia Bumgardner. She's there. His dad's here. His whole team's there. His videographer. You know, he looked clean cut. Like, he don't look like a mess like Ryan Garcia. So all the people in the comment section who are talking about, oh, Ryan's just tricking you, this is all a game, he's trolling you, you don't need to worry about me, because we're not the ones that are fighting, like me or the fans. We're not the ones fighting. Furthermore, you're not going to just tell me anything and I'm just going to run with it, right? So the reality is, even if this was what some believe to be a troll and everybody's being gullible, there's still things that are unexplained. So let's say you were on the first 48 and then they're trying to solve a murder mystery, right? You tell them a version of events that happened, and then they find a loophole in your story, and you're like, hey, wait, you said you got off at 10 and then you went straight home. So how do you know what they did after if you said they dropped you off first? You know, and the detectives will find that loophole, and then now with that loophole exposes that your story doesn't make sense, right? I'm that detective. I'm HBO. I'm True Detective. I'm Forensic Files Ego. So even if you're saying Ryan is just trolling and he's not truly going through a manic episode or whatnot, what's up with the facial spasms and tics and the disheveled appearance? So he's a method actor. He's Heath Ledger. He's Christian Bale, Robert De Niro, where Robert De Niro, you know, works out for the Cape Fear role and Christian Bale gains or loses weight for the role. So he's doing all that to troll people. I mean, it's too unbelievable. He's still on the spaces saying bizarre things. He's still posting, you know, insane posts, making shocking, and I do mean shocking, allegations and things like that. So at the end of the day, it does look like more than a troll. So I agree with Rolly, and Rolly is right. Just like I've stated, how is De La Hoya someone who's had his own demons? And I'm not going to get into all of, you know, Oscar's demons, but a Google search can pull them up for you. You should be the first to understand. But like Rolly's saying, it looks like you're trying to cash him out. Now, Rolly saying this brings up a good point, because we know there's been like contention between Golden Boy, and then now with Devin Haney signing some type of pact with Golden Boy, maybe they're willing to cash out Ryan Garcia on this fight against a Devin Haney, because they fear that Ryan Garcia is gonna leave when he becomes free or a free agent. So now they're just gonna cash him out. So if they send him out, they send him out with a second loss. So very interesting things to think about. Let me know what you guys think of Rolly. I truly hope that if something is wrong with Ryan Garcia, that he gets the proper help. He seeks the proper help. The people that love him, that are close to him and in his life, need to really, and I do mean really, make an effort to get him cleaned up. Because like I said, trolling is one thing, but it's beyond. The lines have been crossed when you're saying that things happen to you, child traumas happen to you. That's not trolling anymore, because it has nothing to do with boxing. So lines are crossed. And in my opinion, even if that was a troll, to be a person who said they had anxiety in the past and they had depression in the past, and now like feigning child abuse or childhood trauma and things like that, then you're a disgusting person. So no matter how you slice it, it's a bad look, because either you're trolling and this is like some big like charade or WWE, some acting job, and then that's insensitive, making fun of people who actually went through those things, or you really, something is going on behind the scenes and you really need some type of help. So as far as I'm concerned, any way you slice it. And then you got De La Hoya trying to do his best cleanup man job, saying, oh, I talked to Ryan on the and he's stuttering and stammering, not clearly speaking, because it's probably a lie. And he's saying that he talked to Ryan and Ryan looks great. Does he look great to you? Let me know that in the comment section. He said he talked to Ryan Garcia and he looked great. Ryan looks unshaven, 5 o'clock shadow, hair is a mess. And this is a person who's been regarded as a model type for boxers, and people revered his looks, or at least women revered his looks, you know? And we're looking at Ryan Garcia that looks like he's going through some type of episode. So do you believe Boxingego, or do you believe Oscar? Do you believe Rolly, or do you believe Oscar?